guys, just before the video started, I just thought I'd let you know that there is no audio for the first, I don't know how many, because I need to re-edit it, but there's no audio because I just deleted 2 hours worth of editing work, which had the audio for what I was on about, how I was going to do the house plan, and yeah, I'm a bit upset about it, but I'm gonna have to re-edit the video, so this is me preparing to re-edit it. So I haven't done the main part of the video, at least it wasn't all gameplay as well, because I actually would have cried at that. So here are the basic rules for the Not So Berry challenge. Each heir must represent the colour of the generation. For example, hair, makeup and clothing, but brightly coloured skin is not necessary because they aren't actually berry sims. The colours of the spouses don't matter as they aren't part of the challenge unless otherwise stated. Do whatever you want with them. Money cheats can be used but not excessively. Suggestion from Little Simsy is use free real estate for your first home but no cheats afterwards. You may live wherever you please unless something is specified in the rules of a generation. Every generation is supposed to complete the career and the aspiration of the heir unless explicitly stated otherwise. Keep the lifespan on normal, and if you play the challenge and want to share it with us, go ahead and post with Not So Berry. So if you want to make friends, enemies or lovers for my Sims, please use #ShadowNotSoBerry. Here are the rules for the mint generation. You're a mischievous scientist that really loves the colour mint. You're career driven, but you still make time for silly pranks and outings with your closest friends. You love luxury and want the best for yourself and your family. Your traits are vegetarian, jealous, and materialistic. Your aspiration is chief of mischief and your career as scientist. The rules for this generation are: you have to master the scientist career and complete the chief of mischief aspiration. You need to master the mischief and logic skills and complete the elements collection. So I'll show you my sim first before we actually get into me building. So this is my sim, Sage Berry. I absolutely love her and the way she's designed. It reminds me of my actual CC one I did actually first before Sage was born. So as you can see, her aspiration is chief of mischief. She is vegetarian, jealous and materialistic. And she's a young adult, so she is ready to start. Obviously, as a teen, I worked on her aspirations, so we are already level 3. So I'm going to skip to me building the house in a speed edit, and then we'll get right into the gameplay, which I'm really excited for. So I did lose about 10 minutes of footage time of me trying to figure out how to build a house on one of the platforms. I still don't know what they're called, but then I started building the house. I got a photo of inspiration, so I kind of knew what I was doing. So I started by putting some stair railings. Then I kind of wanted to work on the interior. So I was thinking of what rooms could go where and what they were gonna have a use for, and I was trying to think, well, how is this gonna not look weird as a house? So I was kind of think, well, it might be a bit too big, so eventually I started adding the roof on. And in the original footage, I went on a rant about laundry day, because I don't know about anyone else, but I actually use it sometimes. I used it in a Gen 9, but it's a pain, so hopefully it's not going to be much of a pain this time. So I started doing the roofs, and I remember thinking to myself, like, what is this roofing system? Like, in my opinion, it looked horrible, but when I did some roof editing and not as much clipping was going on, I was like, this is fine. So then I eventually figured out how to build a house, like, lift it up from the ground, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so stupid. Like, how did I not figure that out, like, half an hour ago? So I started working on, like, the living room interior, messing around trying to find a wallpaper. I also set the filter to green, so I kind of knew what I was doing. Like, and I had, like, a minty kind of colour to work with. So then I decided to pick out some windows to put on the house, and I wanted to find a matching, like, a one that matched the white scheme of the windows for the bathroom, because obviously I don't think anyone wants to see you. So then I tried finding the Elemental collection and I couldn't find it. And I was like, oh my god, where could it be? But then I found it and realised it would be the Elemental, not Elements, which is what I was searching up. So I was just trying to get all of the things that I needed for her rules in one room. Then I decided, you know what, I'll do some mint sofas from Growing Together. I was astonished when I saw it, to be honest. And then I decided to scoot them all up together so it kind of looked like it was one massive unit, I guess. Then just one little photo to top it off. Then do the dining table. Then I added some decorations on the wall, because why not? So I just decided to adjust the window because it was really annoying me. So I decided to make that the laundry room, so my sim can do laundry in the house. And then I added a few laundry baskets, like, around the house. I made a red one for the next generation. Then I added some decorations to the room because I thought, well, that's a little bit plain. So I made it like that, and then I started on Sage's bedroom. I didn't want to make it completely mint because I feel like that'd be a bit too colourful. I put the dresser there, but I was like, you know what, no, maybe it's not the greatest idea if I put it there. So I moved it, put a bookshelf on the wall, and then I started to look for wallpaper for Sage. And I was like, well, I don't really want to go too green, so I went for a beige kind of carpet. And then I decided to work on the bathroom, but I decided it was too cramped, so I just moved it around a bit. I did some little accents on the wall. Also, £50 for toilet paper is ridiculous. So I added some floors. I got mega flashbacks. One from the toilet, from the fire toilet, and the walls, and, well, the floor I was going to choose was the coolest cucumber one. Oh my god, I used that for the walls and floors in one house. So then I decided to give Sage a room for, like, her office kind of thing, and I moved her element rack into there. Then I said, well, let's extend the kitchen, because, like, I didn't know what I was going to do with that room. So I started sorting the kitchen out with mint colours, and I found Growing Together had an amazing fridge that had loads of mint things, and I was like, praise the Lord, this pack came out when I started doing Not So Berry. So then I decided, why not do an island just to make more space? Then I did a stool on the side to make, like, say, well, hey, you didn't tuck your chair in. And then I made a bedroom for baby Rose Jen. I am planning to name the child Rosie if it's a girl. So like I said for Sage's bedroom, I wanted to go red, but not that red, because it would just get really boring. So I gave her a little playmat and that was about it. So I kind of just wanted to do an introductory video today, and I feel like I want to show you what you missed since the last episode, because Bridie was when she aged up, and her daughter is Sage's mum, and now Sage is going to become a mum, so you've missed about maybe 3 generations worth. This is Terry Reeves. She is a Gen 13 and she gets married to Bridie. So then they had a child named Charlotte and they had 4 other kids: Markayla, Reagan, Caleb and Miles. This was completely autonomous and I absolutely howled at it, but here is Reagan being an absolute psychopath. So hopefully there'll be an actual video of gameplay tomorrow or sometime next week. So thank you all for watching the video. Bye.